I'm the type of guy, if I go to the park, and I'm not bragging on myself, I'm not going to have to bring my ball to get picked on the team. Some of y'all missed that. Y'all don't remember the cats couldn't play ball? Their mama had a little money, their daddy had some money, and they'd buy the ball, and they going to come, and you got to pick them on your team, not because they can help you, but because they got the ball. Y'all got it? You don't want people selecting you like that. No. I don't know a lot about basketball. Don't really know how to play basketball. But here's what you're going to get. Ain't nobody going to score on us. Y'all got it? So I ain't got to be Dennis Rodman. Come on, somebody. That dude couldn't, I don't know if he could shoot a free throw. I don't even know if he knew how to do layups. That guy became a specialist at rebounding. You know what he would do? He would study the coordinates of his shooters. He knew where his teammates, what part of the court they would shoot. He knew if they missed where the ball would come off. In the kingdom, you have access to that kind of information. We sleeping way too much on our greatness. We done shut this thing down because we allow age, past, where we grew up, what we don't currently have, to stop what God has for us. Somebody say no más, which is Espanol. Y'all got it? No more. Why? You have the Spirit of God on the inside of who? You. Pastor Aeneas, how does God help me with unbelief? I'm glad you asked that question. So when I read that, Aeneas Williams is a good player, but I don't think he'll ever go pro, because at best he runs a 4.640. When I read that, didn't get down, didn't get upset at the coach. Now, this is the coach that allowed me to walk home my junior year. Y'all know what I learned from that? Y'all want to hear that? Y'all know what I learned? The difference between facts and truth. Don't let people put facts on you. The facts is you may have been diagnosed. The truth is, by Jesus' stripes you healed. Amen. I know you're doing all that clapping. I know you're doing all that clapping. You're healed regardless of how you feel. And I got to be careful because I'm in an area, in a geographical area they call the show me state. So you grew up in this. I'll believe it when I see it. What? If you see it, you don't need to believe it. Y'all got it? See, why are you blessed? Come on, let's have a little powwow. Why are you blessed? Matter of fact, let's do this. What is blessed? Is blessed being broke? Hello, come on, let's talk, because y'all be churching on me, right? What is churching? Whatever it is, y'all be doing it. What's blessed? Come on. Okay, peace. Love. Can we all agree generally that blessing is supposed to be something good? Yes. Can we start there? Y'all got it? All right. So the first thing he put on Abraham was the blessing. Who put it on him? Right? So what if God put some favor on you? Somewhat? Favor. Somewhat? Favor. Somewhat? Favor. Somewhat? Favor. Everywhere you go. Favor. Now, what activates it? You expecting it. What activates the favor? The favor? You expect it. I went into, the weather's good, so a lot of people at the mall. So I went to Cheesecake Factory yesterday. The parking lot was crowded. But you know what I was expecting? A parking spot. You know what I found? A parking spot. Now faith is the substance of things. Take hope out. Use your English term. Now faith is the substance of things hoped for. Or faith is the substance of what I'm expecting. You can be around bad marriages and start expecting what? Bad marriages. You got to realize that your God is capable of doing supernatural things. You got it? Y'all cannot be speaking, but you can expect to speak. And the Spirit, because you're already blessed, and the blessing flows in your life based on your expectations. Everybody got it? So when they told me, here's, if you want to know how he deals with, helps you with belief, he'll put somebody in your life. He'll put somebody in your life. Do you remember I told you guys, times picking you in the sports section? Aeneas is a good player, but I don't think he ever turned pro. So the Bayou Classic is always the Saturday after Thanksgiving. So after that game, we're going to go back to Southern for about 2 weeks before we get Christmas break. So after I read that, I didn't get mad at Coach. I just read it. I don't remember doing a whole lot with it. I didn't go tell anybody, man, I didn't go to the coach, how you going to say I can't run and I'm not going to do this? I didn't do none of that. So we go back to school. We got 2 weeks before Christmas break. Here's a point. How does God help me grow my belief? How does he change my belief? Typically, he'll introduce a person to you. The devil, typically, if he want to get you in unbelief, want to get you wilding out, guess what he going to do? He going to introduce somebody to you. You got it? So we go back. We're in the dorm. And I see a guy by the name of Brian Thomas. Remember, I got favor on me now. I'm born again. I don't know how to communicate this at that time like I'm doing now. All I know now, I got born again. I walked on. Everything going well. I'm all district, all conference, black college, all American. All that's happening. So the favor on me, right? So now we got a problem. Got some facts that say 4'6", 5'10 and a half. Right? 190, don't compute. Y'all got it? Those are the what? Facts. Somebody, facts, right? Right? I can't hear you. Facts? I think 21 Savage say that. Facts. Right? Facts. Don't run from facts. Run to truth. Now, here was the truth. Inside of me was a 4'3". You got that, Paul? You got that, Linda? Inside of me was a 4'3" when he said, I can only run a 4'6". Inside of me was a what? 4'3". So what did the favor do when I got back to Southern? Remember now, he says, stay away from bitterness. If I become bitter, I would have not become better. Because I would have started blaming the coach. I start blaming this and blaming that. He says, get rid of root of bitterness. You got to get that out. What your mama didn't do, what your daddy didn't do, and all the bad happening because of your mom and what your dad, your uncle. If you stay bitter, you won't get better. And your faith won't be activated. He said, you got to get rid of a root of bitterness. If Joseph, some of y'all know the story of Joseph, Genesis 37. Joseph was a young man with favor on his life. His dad gave him a special coat that the other boys didn't get. Somebody say favor. People going to hate on you because they don't understand favor. And sometimes your Christians will hate on you too because they don't realize they got the same favor. And because they're not willing to do what you understand the principles are, They don't experience the favor, then they get mad and start hating on you. Joseph got that coat, none of his brothers got it. Somebody say favor. Favor. If God gives you favor, why everybody else hating? Y'all know what I'd do if I was Joseph's brothers? I'd find out who got the favor, and I'd hang around it. Well, I hear some of y'all right now, I ain't no flunky. I ain't going around somebody that got favor. Okay, hang around somebody that got a curse on them. Which is better? That's why some of y'all hang around your sister. I'm talking about your sister. I'm not necessarily talking about relative. Could be your good friend. Then four guys not good enough for her. And that's where you're getting all your advice from. And she hating men. All the men bad. Because her daddy was bad, her granddaddy was bad, and 4 of the men she got was bad. And you go around that. Even if you got a good one, you're going to see him as bad. You got to guard your favor. Y'all got it? You got to do what? Like you come to me and you come to the mall and I see you. And I say, yeah, I got that parking spot. Now, mind you, I don't need a parking spot. I just do this to practice my faith, just to work it. I'll park a mile away for exercise. I'm only doing this I got to get my faith muscles going. Some of y'all stay away from the gym. It's okay to lift some weights. Y'all know that, right? And you know what God's going to do? He's going to put just a little bit more weight on it. Y'all got it? Why? Not to hurt you. He's getting you ready for the season. Some of us thought God's trying to hurt you. He's not trying to hurt you. He won't put some weight on the bars. Y'all got it? Why? Because it's progressive. Because we start this church on the experience of walking on a team. There are people come here saying, oh, he ain't no pastor. He football player. What do you know about pastoring? Holy Spirit said to say, please stop letting visionless people kill your vision. And some of us, the crazy thing is, you've walked by faith in a few areas, you'll let an unbeliever talk you out of your faith. For example, I tell you when you come to that mall, I tell you, yeah, I parked already, and I see you driving looking for a spot, right? And then I tell you, yeah, no, I believe God for a spot, and I got my spot. And you roll your window and say, oh, he lying, he ain't. Look at him lying, talking about God ain't even into that. Oh, since you mean, you get to decide what God into? No, you need to understand this. It's already done. Everything, when he said finish, it's finished. Jesus says finish, redemption is now in place. God, when he finished something, it's finished. What that means is all the laws and principles as it relates to speech has already been set up. You're going to decide how you live. Either you're going to live through fruit of your mouth or you're going to live by the bitterness of your mouth. One of the two. And you got to be careful because sometimes you're grown in your formative years cause you to speak and see what you went through instead of where God taking you to.